Welcome back, Attack. I'm Skylant, and today we're checking out Age of Wushu Dynasty. This is going to be a mobile online action RPG. I don't know if we can call it an MMO quite yet. I do believe it's marketed as an MMO, but I mean, we'll see, guys. You know how this works, you know? Okay, anyways, so Age of Wushu was actually the very first game that I ever did a first impression on professionally. So I've kind of got a little bit of a bias. I thought it was an interesting game. Not particularly the niche that I generally like, but it had a lot going for it, and I can see why it actually blew up. A lot of people really enjoy it. It's kind of still niche in the Western countries, but in the East it's pretty big, and that whole genre is really big. If you like more action-based martial arts, which is kind of weird, you'd think all martial arts would be action-based, but it's actually really tactical and strategic. Anyways, if you just want dumb action, Blade and Soul is also really good, but we are playing a mobile MMO here, / online action RPG, which is Age of Wushu Dynasty, which just opened up to, I believe, all provinces and areas, maybe. I know it just came to the West, so it might not work in Canada. It might not work in, you know, like Spain or, I don't know, Germany. I'm just saying, it's now coming over from the East. So let's go ahead and try this out. So let's see. We have Master, and we have, what is this? Apprentice. What is this? What is the difference?
Buddha is wise and merciful.
So we can actually play as a kid? I mean, that's kind of interesting. That's a cool concept, I guess. Now, listening to the audio, it doesn't seem exactly like super crisp or high end. Yeah, I have my Logitech A40s on. Sorry, MH40s? So I'm listening to the audio. I can hear it clearly, and it's not the best, but then again, it's a mobile MMO / action RPG. It's okay, I guess. Now, the graphics, you guys can see that it's being recorded at 30 FPS, and it looks like it's playing at 30 FPS, and we're only in the character creator. The problem is that this tablet should be running games at 60 FPS, especially in just the character creator, but it might be limited, it might be capped, so we'll see when we actually get into the game. Anyways, so we get to choose from a couple of different schools. Now, the schools kind of work like classes. There should be a high level of customization, but then again, I have no idea how this compares to the usual Age of Wushu MMO. But I guess I could compare it to that, and also other action RPGs on mobile devices. My favorite so far, I don't know, I really like Zenonia, but that's really for iOS. Okay, so Shaolin, then we have Wudong. I probably will play Shaolin, that's what I played in Age of Wushu. We have Wudong.
With the edge of my sword.
Let's see, it doesn't really explain the school. Yeah, okay, so Shaolin can only be males. I-Mei or E-Mei, or I'm sorry, I don't know the correct pronunciation.
And die with no regret.
E-Mei is only for females. And this is true, like some schools are only for male and female, and it makes sense. Males and women and men, they have different bodies, so their martial arts would actually be different. So, yeah, okay, so I think these guys are a little bit more assassin-oriented. E-Mei, I think, is also kind of assassin-y. Wudong, I think Shaolin is really like brute forcey. I want to play Shaolin, I like the color scheme. But it does change our appearance here. I don't know what kind of a customization that we have. It looks like we don't really have customization. We just kind of have like a character select. That's pretty much all we get, which I guess is fine. We're gonna name this guy Skylant. Skylant! Check. Okay. I mean, we can freeze a little bit. There we go. All right, and I guess Ruthless Staff, famous for long-range powerful attacks. We're just gonna go create character. It's pretty weird, Master and Apprentice. I guess maybe just for, like, adult or child? But no, we're getting a little cinematic here.
For the ultimate martial arts skill, known as the 9-Yin Manual, has appeared.
Good voice acting.
To know its secret is to rule the world.
Okay, I didn't click anything, so I don't know. The cinematic just kind of ended on its own. Okay, well, here we go. So as you can see, it's going to be a top-down action RPG. Now, one thing that's really, I think, really good and indicative of mobile action RPGs is the camera is a little bit focused in a bit more and slanted way more than usual in the, I guess, usual like Diablo-style isometric action RPGs. This way you can utilize touch controls really well, but I can see clearly. Okay, so we do have auto-pathing, which is generally, it's very popular in Eastern games, so I'm connecting to the online server here. This might take a while. Actually, I've been trying to connect pretty much all day. It is now currently 11 p.m., so I don't know what's going on. I mean, the game just released, the servers might be laggy or whatnot, but having some issues with that. So let's find this guy. I think I'm actually frozen. It appears that I'm currently frozen, so that kind of sucks. Okay, so we are back in. Now, an issue seems to be that the servers go up and down a lot, at least for the US servers. It's early access, I guess, kind of. So, whatever. Anyway, so we have the auto tracker, so we're going to be moving, auto pathing. Nothing wrong with that. As long as it doesn't autoplay. Please don't let this be autoplay.
It's not a tourist attraction. State your business or leave.
Okay, so Master has tasked us with staying on the mountain and cultivating our skills. You are diligent and clever. No wonder Master thinks highly of you. Yes, I'm awesome. Shh, shh. Listen, someone is breaking in. You know what? Okay, so this dude's like psychic, man. Heard someone breaking in. Must not be a very good ninja. Hold your phone like this to play. Okay, I'm holding my tablet, NVIDIA Shield. And the game still seems to... Actually, is there an FPS counter? Okay, so the game isn't autoplay so far that I see. And this is the attack button. Let's see, we have homing attacks, apparently. Which, a lot of mobile games have that. I have wide arcing attacks, which is good. I'm glad that the monk uses wide arcing attacks with long range. Probably going to be one of the easier classes to play. I imagine the assassin might be a bit harder. Okay, so here we go. We got some cutscenes. I like the 2D art as well.
If your enemy is parrying. A blue marker above an enemy indicates that he's parrying. Use a feint attack to break the enemy's parry. Then use overt attacks.
Okay, so that voice acting wasn't very good. Now, this is kind of a component that's in the normal MMO, is that there's sort of like this rock, paper, scissors mechanic with different attacks. So you need to use certain type of attacks to counter certain type of defenses and other attacks. Reminds me a lot of, like, Soul Calibur kind of has a similar system. So let's go ahead and just do some attacks. Just slappity slap, and then we can feint to break a parry. And then, yeah. Okay, so it's just like that. Just feint whenever you see the blue shield, pretty much. Which is pretty good. It adds like a layer of complexity to action RPG, to the genre. Normally, you just kind of spam abilities, but this, you have to use certain abilities at certain times, and that's right out of the gate. You know, we're not even done with the tutorial, and already we can see that it has more depth than other action RPGs, even if it might have less action technically.
Parry against an enemy to interrupt his attack and reduce
Yeah,
damage
this
to you.
person, it's like they got somebody from Fiverr. I don't know. Not the greatest voice acting right there. Okay, so we ourselves can block, which is pretty cool. We do have a cooldown on it, and we also have a mana bar. The effects aren't too flashy, but I kind of like it. I like the blade trails. They're kind of liney. It's just interesting. It's weird. Anyways, we just wrecked-a-roni that guy. Alright, but we're still just going through the tutorial. We have a star system for apparently dungeons, and this is very usual for mobile MMOs, or action RPGs, really. Confirm, story prize, choose a random reward. Of course, we gotta have a little bit of gamble in our Eastern-oriented MMOs. Just how it is. I want to see what the MMO aspects are. Okay, so I think we're already in the open world, or as open as it's probably going to get. Quick to activate this quest. Use this. Okay, we just got some vigor points. I don't know what vigor points are. It's probably the same as every other like energy system. Oh, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like you can only do so many dungeons an hour, or you have to spend money. That's very possible. Actually, on that note, we should go and check out the shop. I think it's this button. No, this is our inventory. So we do get to actually equip different styles, it seems, and different armors. The game is still running, I think, suboptimally. It's not 60 FPS. I would prefer it to run at 60 FPS, but it is not. So it might just be a lock thing. I don't think that it's unoptimized, because the game is running consistent. So I think it's just a locked frame rate, which is going to be good for some devices so it doesn't overheat, which is an issue, especially in MMO-style games, an MMO action game. But for me personally, I would like the option to change that. So let me actually go change... Let me try to change that. Let me try to find an option. You guys see like the option menus? Is this the options? That is not the options. Is this the options? That is not the options, but that is really good. Okay, so a lot of games really annoy me when you have like all these notifications up here and you can just hide them away like that. Easy. That's freaking awesome. That's really good user experience. All right, so we have guide. I don't want to click that. Maybe top left? Is it the snail thing? All right, so we have official site, user center, so we can go there. Can we actually move this around? Wow, that's it. Well, it just kind of goes back to where it was. No, you can actually drag and drop it to anywhere on the screen. Overall, really good UI design. Let me just geek out there real quick. I'm really trying to find the settings. Is this the settings? Okay, system. No, what? No, this is just chat. God. I would like to know where the settings are, and it's probably somewhere obvious, but it's not obvious? Okay, I guess not. Anyways, so, let's see. Can we click to move? Is that an option? That should be an option. Temple, martial art, benefit, first, what the fuck? Is options in this menu? Okay, so I'm having trouble finding the menus. Maybe it is this. Forums, official site, user sent. No, that's gonna be for the website. Huh, is there no actual options in this game? Because that's, I mean, that kind of sucks. It might be guide. Maybe guide. Buying items. Let's just buying items. Use gold to purchase items. Use pawn ticket. Pawn tickets. Pawn tickets. I wonder how that works. Okay, refresh 4 times every day. Seems kind of gambly. Getting stronger. Treasures, upgrading powers. They have different powers, battle functions. Oh, I do not think that there is actually a setting menu, and I normally like showing those off in mobile games. But the UI innately has some interesting design philosophy with it, because you can actually hide some elements and kind of move it around. Can we actually move this around? I don't think we can move these buttons around. It's really important to be able to scale these and change these, but I guess they're kind of static right now. That'd be one thing that I'd want to change in this game so far. Anyways, let's keep playing. Let's actually get into the thick of it and show off some action. That's what most of you guys want anyways.
State your business or leave.
All right, so let's go find this guy. Auto path. And yeah, just like Age of Wushu, you're traveling. It looks freaking awesome. I love the travel mechanics of Age of Wushu. Though in this game, I mean, it's top down. It's not like an open world MMO, so it just kind of looks cool. It's just a cool spectacle.
All
right,
life
so
is sacred. Please spare them.
story. Now, I do believe the story isn't going to be anything super original, but it'll probably be maybe better than most because it is attached to Age of Wushu, the MMO. Okay, so let's go assist this guy, and we just instantly teleport. As you can see right here, that was the Holy Trinity / rock, paper, scissors mechanic there.
About my travels. They're bestsellers.
Yeah, okay, so I think as a final verdict, the audio quality is going to be B quality. It's not AAA. For mobile, maybe. It's just, I don't know. I'm an audiophile. I like hearing like really high quality audio. But most people, when they play games, it just comes out of their phone, or it's on mute, or they have earbuds, you know, not high quality earbuds, but still.
We must get the sword today.
Just something I want to mention.
Understood.
Yeah, the voice acting isn't great. I would actually like the option to listen to it in Japanese or Chinese. I actually don't know the originator's origins. Okay, so let's run over here, do some damages. Rage increases when you get hit. I don't know if that's unique to this class or not. Parry to get more rage, and do we have an ultimate ability when we are full rage? Or do we just do more damage? I like how the camera just changed right there when I parried. It's pretty interesting. And then we do have an ultimate ability, which is like some Musou mode from Dynasty Warriors. Okay. You know, as long as the dungeons keep in mind the angle of the camera, I think this could be a really pleasant experience. Let's see. All in all, the touch controls are pretty intuitive. Oh, we had some load popping right there. Basically, the enemies existed in the game, but their graphics did not. It was just very slight, and that could be latency with the servers, which are new, and I think a lot of people are trying to play the game right now because it just released to the Western audiences. So maybe that's why. You got a new overt skill. What the crap is an overt skill? Let's use our rage skill. Our freaking Musou mode. Okay, so we're gonna fight Nizu Sasuke. Okay, remember, overt beats feint. Feint beats parry. And parry beats overt. So for right now, okay, I think I'm getting Rectoroni. Holy shit, I think I have to actually learn how to play the game. Okay. I should have probably tried to have dodged that. Yeah, whenever you get wrecked, whenever they do an ability that counters yours, he's parrying, so I gotta overt. No, I gotta feint, sorry. Okay, feint, overt. Okay, so you gotta play this rock, paper, scissors kind of mechanic here. So there is strategy to the abilities, even if there's gonna be less abilities than in some action RPGs. Maybe even technically less action. There's still probably a little bit more substance mechanically, strategically, sorry. I mean tactically. God, I always get the fucking Trinity mixed up, man. I just feel like there's more to this game. Though I haven't really seen the customization with the different items. Most of the time in mobile MMOs, it's pretty linear though. I really hope though that there is actually a lot of customization with the different kinds of armors and different kinds of ways you can play these classes. So we have our auto pathing, which I'm cool with. I just really wish the game would play in 60 FPS. Yeah, I would really like an option menu to unlock the FPS to play at 60, to increase or decrease the graphical fidelity. And if there is an options menu, I just simply haven't found it. I just don't know where it is.
Buddha is limitless.
Let's keep going. Give this game its 15 minutes of fame. You know what? I'm actually kind of enjoying myself. I think there's a lot of substance to the game, so let's actually go to like 22 minutes, if you guys are cool with that. I feel like kind of going in depth with this game.
I am here to teach you flying skills.
Okay, we are going to learn flying skills. Yes. Now, one thing that I appreciate, a lot of Eastern games start you... Hold on. Okay, so here we go. We have a flying skill. A lot of Eastern games start your character out, and they look really good. Like, very cosmetically, they're pretty intense. Okay, so... Oh, snap. Let me kill this guy real quick. Like, my character right now actually looks like the endgame type of character that you'd see in other, like, Western MMOs. Western MMOs, you start out looking very ugly. Okay, so we can jump. Okay, so I gotta tap. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, I'm not... Tap, tap. Okay, so you hold it while moving to dash. And I want it to tap, jump, jump. Okay, so there's a mechanic. I'm fucking up, guys. Whatever, get out of here. A lot of enemies. So yeah, there's a lot of mobility in this game. Even during combat. I thought it was just gonna be out of combat. I thought it was just gonna be kind of a spectacle thing. That's pretty cool, actually. Some high number of enemies on the map here. Let's try to jump around here. I wonder if there's actually gonna be some jumping puzzles. Like barriers I have to jump over, which apparently, I don't know if that guy can just walk through those. Oh, I can also, there's some destructibility. There was zero animation for that. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but the environment just kind of vanished. Let's use our special. All right, I don't want to get wrecked, so let's jump. Let's go into the middle of these guys and do what monks do best and just go hamburger. We're fighting, oh, we're kind of getting stomped here. Move around, face this direction, and use your ultimate. Oh, we actually, did we cancel our own ultimate, or did they cancel it? She might have parried it. I don't know how this works. Huh. Even though there's auto aim, I still feel like I'm being pretty busy. I still feel like there's actually substance to the game. Here, let me try to parry this next attack. Or not, or I'll just get hit by an overt. Okay. Let's just use our ultimate. There we go. And we beat the boss. But yeah, the audio isn't as impactful as I'd want it to be. Then again, mobile game, I don't know how much I can criticize that for. You know, like graphics. You can't really criticize a mobile game for its graphics too much. This game actually looks pretty good, though. Okay, so how does itemization work in this game? I don't really know. Time to improve skills. I mean, I guess we're gonna go through the tutorial and find out, right? Click your avatar. We'll click martial arts, and we'll see how linear this is. It looks pretty linear. Click the set one. What the fuck? Set one. Oh my god, there's a lot of abilities. Okay, so let's cultivate all. Select the skill icon to see its description. So this is Twisting Serpent. This is an ability. So it looks like we'll be able to swap in and out abilities. This is an overt. Okay, so you're gonna have different kinds of abilities to put into the different kinds of slots. So there is a little bit of a decision making there. I like that. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. I understood. I think we might be able to do that. Parry. We have, what was that? That was my, oh, that wasn't the overt. I think that was like a special. I don't know what that was. I think we have two overt skills. So parry's green, feint is blue, and then overts are red. Okay, so I guess maybe potentially we could have all overt skills. That would be kind of intense and aggressive maybe, but that would be kind of cool. Okay, so there's a little bit of flexibility, a little bit of customization, which means there's a little bit of strategy. I don't know how the armors work, but just the fact that we can swap in and out abilities is pretty cool, if that is truly the case. Let me go check out our martial arts again and see. These are all the skills that I have currently. This is with Ruthless Staff. There's different kind of skill sets, though. I don't know if we can actually swap in and out individual spells, because it says skill sets. So maybe we have to use specific sets, but at least we have apparently two to choose from, so there's that. And then we also have different internal skills, which I think those are like buffs and stuff. Yeah, they're not outward mechanical skills, so there's that. And then we have flying skills, which I think we just learned all of those. We have sprint, cheese sprint, jade slide, flying sparrow, and you can learn how to do these. Double press, hold, and then double press. Okay, so there's a lot you can do. There's a lot you can do. I mean, it's pretty interesting, right? I think so. Maybe I'm just a nerd. I don't know. Okay, wait, what the crap? People are dancing? Yo, that's awesome. So we're just kind of looking around here. Can we actually zoom in? Oh no, you can't zoom in the camera. I'm trying to pinch and everything, so we can't. Before we end this, we should go and check out the store, make sure it's not pay to win or anything. So let's go click the shop. So far, I mean, I'm impressed with the game. I think it's pretty cool. I guess I wasn't like yelling and yipping constantly while playing it. I was trying to be kind of like critique-ish. But honestly, even though I was trying to be harsh on the game, I think I'm having fun with it. I think it's pretty good. It kind of stood up to it. So anyways, microtransactions don't seem so micro. You could potentially spend a lot of money on this game. Okay, then we also have, I don't know what this is. First top up loot. Top up 200 more gold to get, okay, so if you spend money, you get items. Oh, of course, it's kind of gambly. What is this? Can I claim one of these? Oh, I have to spend gold in order to claim those items. What are these items anyways? I mean, it looks like you just straight up, well, it says level 20, so I can't just buy this and then just walk through the whole game, at least, I guess. It's so hard to tell if these games are pay to win or not. We have events. I like events. Okay, so what do we got right now? You can drink twice a day. So we have a couple of different events you can do daily. I don't know if they count as dailies or not. And then we have, man, a lot of these Eastern games, not even just Eastern games, but MMOs nowadays, mobile or otherwise, just have tons of login rewards, like every day. Check out their rewards. It's like for buying a certain amount of gold every day, for logging in every day, and not just logging in every day, but doing dailies. Just trying to get you to keep coming back and playing. And we also have crafting, which is not in the game yet. Oh no, I just haven't unlocked it. So there is crafting in the game, which is, I guess, is pretty cool. I guess it seems very MMO-ish, but as you guys saw, there are instance areas, and the game really plays more like an online action RPG. Though I haven't actually played with another player yet. I imagine you can invite them. Hopefully it's actually synchronous and not asynchronous, as in you just play with AI allies. Yeah, I guess it's pretty cool. I guess that's it. I think we're gonna end it here. I do like some action RPGs. We've actually covered a couple of them here. Mobile action RPGs, that is, and also PC action RPGs, my favorite being Path of Exile. But on mobile, I really like Xenonia, but don't get it on Android. It's worthless on Android. And do not get the MMO component, Xenonia S, which we just did a first impression on. It's garbage. Just don't. This game looks to be a diamond in the rough. Like, it actually looks pretty good. Seems pretty serious. I like it, and it is a component to, well, it's a part of the franchise of Age of Wushu. It's called Age of, I think, Wulin in Europe, so maybe this game will also be called that in Europe. But anyways, I like the MMO, and I like this game. It seems like there's some things that could be improved upon, but really, I honestly just nitpicked the entire time I did this video, and I think it stood up to the test. So thanks for watching. I'm Skylent with Attack Gaming. This was Age of Wushu Dynasty, and we'll see you again next time. Welcome back, Attack. Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 free-to-play MMOs for this year, for 2015, and I think across all the genres for free-to-plays, we've seen so much innovation in MOBAs, in MMOs, in like card games. We've seen so many new things this past year, and hopefully, maybe, probably so, 2015 is going to be just as exciting. This is our